So hi everyone. So thank you very much for joining the this today's first class, the demo class on the robotic process automation UiPath. So thank you very much for showing the interest on learning the UiPath RPA. So here let us see a small thing like so. What is the RPA basically? Is okay. So what is RPA? So basically the robotic process automation. See here, robotic process automation. So that's what you are learning. Okay. So first of all, let's see the differences. So there is a two words we are seeing in the screen, right? So one is a UiPath, and another one is a robotic process automation. So two things we are seeing in the screen. Okay. So what is these two differences? What is a UiPath? What is RPA? So you can call it as a robotic process automation, or the short form is a RPA. The short form is a RPA. What is this? Okay. So it's a very simple. So this RPA is not a tool. Okay, RPA is not a tool. Like so you have a mobile, right? So this is called a mobile. Okay, this is called a mobile. Okay, so what is your mobile company name? Just ping in the chat window. What is your mobile company name? Okay. So to implement the mobile, that means I'm just taking the example of the mobile, right? So see, mobile is so if you call any object as called as a mobile, so that has some properties like so it's like so incoming calls, outgoing calls, sending an SMS, right? Getting the requirement, right? So it's like that means so getting the receiving the messages, sending the messages, or getting the internet, right? So that means WhatsApp messages. These are all the so one device is doing. So, but what is the company? Company is like so Vivo, right? Oppo, Samsung, right? So these are all the companies like that. So the RPA is a methodology. It's not a tool. It is a methodology. It has some rules and regulations. To implement this methodology in market, multiple tools are there. One of the tools is called UiPath. Like how you have a Vivo, how you have a Samsung, right? In the same way, so UiPath is a one tool to implement the RPA. So first of all, let's see the what is the RPA, robotic process automation. Okay. So now let's take the process word separately. Okay. So process word separately. So can you that means so name any process which you are seeing in real time? Okay. The process is like so HR, that means so employee onboarding process, right? So it's like so process is a multiple steps it involves. So it's like so in the process normal it's like so onboarding process, background verification process. What is it? Background verification process, right? So any other processes, just can you just name it out in the chart window? Whatever any process. Okay, so in real time, so throughout your experience, you might come in different experiences, right? So some people coming from the different so domains, non-technical domains, right? Background is not computer, right? So anything is fine. So throughout your experience, whatever the thing you are doing, okay, so whether it's a teaching or anything, so some people are coming from the different domains, right? So list down some domains. So what is the process? Invoice process. Okay, so invoice process. Okay, then anything, just ping in the chat window, ping in the chat window the process which you are, it should have multiple steps. Okay, generate reports. Okay, order food. So order food is ordering the food is a process, right? So what are the steps involved in this ordering the food, right? So what are the things involved in the ordering the food? Just take the order food in process. We are just let's see. Ordering the food involves like so any order app, so we have to install, login so to the app that like a Swiggy or Zomato, any app. Okay, so the food apps. Okay, food delivery apps. Okay, so So you have to install the order app into your mobile. So log into the that means so app, delivery app, that means so order food delivery apps, and select items, right? So what are the items you need? So you want to order, right? So select the items and go to the place order. Then so payment, okay, right? So order food is a one process which involves a multiple steps. Likewise, I'm asking so anything like so you have a support tickets, okay, and ID card creation, right? Creation. This is a one process, okay. So we have to understand get employee employee details, right? Okay, so what is the name, ID, and blood group, right? So what is that? So the other is the job title. So this is a ID card creation. ID card does not have a salaries. Okay, so ID card has a ID number, so blood group and title, the company name, address, this thing. Okay, so it's like a so getting the yes salary payment salary process, insurance process, loan process, right? Multiple things you just in the chat, right? Excellent. Okay, handling the service now tickets, perfect. So you have a I'm just copying from the so downloading the see this is a download bank statement. It's a one process which involves multiple steps, right? Download bank process, bank statements is a involves the multiple steps, like so log into the website, okay, just type the username, type the password, click on the sign in, right? So go to the navigate to the bank statements, click on the download. So it's a multiple steps it will involve. Okay, support tickets, salary statement, okay, statement generation, pay slip generation. Basically instead of salaries, you can say like so pay slip generation. So it's a process. Okay. So what you understand, there is a multiple process. Like if you want to apply the PAN card, so there's a multiple process. You have to submit the documents, then so they will verify, right? So we have to apply, then they will just so give the enrollment number after these many days. So you have to go there and check again. Okay, this will reach to the your home in through post, right? So the card, PAN card, right? So these are multiple steps it will involve, right? So in the same way, the process is a real-time process. So in any domain, whether it's a medical domain, pharma domain, okay, so insurance domain, so healthcare domain, right? So anything, manufacturing domain, oil and gas industry, so any domain in the real world, so there are multiple processes are there, okay. So those processes were automating in the sense, so without humans, so without human, okay, so without human involvement we are doing the automation, right? Without human involvement we are doing the automation. So what is the automation? That means so automatically. So can you name anything? So which I saw earlier, people are doing manually. Now it is automated. Okay. So now the same task or same process is not doing by human anymore. It is taken over by the mission or anything, right? So let it automated. Okay. So can you tell any some things like so which you see automation is done, human involvement is done, so it is not there, it is reduce the time, human time. Basically the RPA will reduce the human time. So if the a task is taken over by the automation from the human, so what is a human will do? So the human is having the time to do a better jobs, better work, right? ATM, so okay, someone told the ATM, right? ATM. So yeah, okay. So any other just list down in the so just think about your past and see so what all the things. So in my childhood it is a manual, so now it is automated. Okay, long back 20 years back it is a manual, it is automated, right? So multiple things, washing machine, dishwasher. Okay, so excellent. Okay. Washing machine, dishwasher, even any more. So money transfer, right? Google Pay. So because it's a very easy, right? So it's a earlier it is a transferring the money is a very headache. Okay, so it takes time. Okay, so you have to go to the bank and deposit the money to the other person account, right? So it is like a so whether it's a Google Pay or ATM reduce the time. So whenever you want to cash, physical cash, okay, so you can just go to the ATM and pick that cash, right? So Google Pay. Okay, so it's a just sending the message kind of thing. So you're just sending the message in the same way you're sending the money to the other person, right? So whether it's a phone pay or Google Pay. Okay. So yeah, something like the dishwasher or washing machine, right? So multiple things it's automated. So what is the meaning of the automation? Automation is like a, so without human, if it is a working, so there is a automation. So customer compliance. Okay, yeah, these are all the multiple things. It is a automation. So now, so the automation, you understand the process, the same process we are just automating without human. Okay, without human involvement. Earlier, the human is involving in that process, but now we are automating. So robotic is like a, so the name itself, it is saying that robotic is mimicking the human, right? So it's like a mimicry. Some people, they will just mimic the an hero voice. Some people, they will mimic the some celebrity voice, right? So it's like it's a mimicking the human, right? That is called robotic. Mimicking the human in the sense, what, just see what the human will do with the computer. Just type in the chat window what human will do with the computer daily basis. Okay, regular, any simple activity, just mention in the chat window. Any simple action, whether it's a type, people will type something in the chat. So what the human do with the computer? That's what my question is. What the human is doing with the computer? Okay, so the people will type something and they will just copy something or log in. Yeah, excellent. Okay, so log in or log into mail and checking mails, any actions. Okay, so what you're doing is regularly. So reading mails. Okay, reading mails or checking mails, both are same. Okay, open. So browsing the websites. Okay, and what is it? So open websites, login, checking the mails. Human will just switch on the computer. Okay, so that's what switch on the computer will not yeah, basically. It's like so nowadays virtual machines are there. So virtual machines you can the automation also can switch on the so do the things. So documentation, right? Downloading the files or reports. Okay, reports or invoices, many things, right? So if you just instead of a top level, the high level things. Okay, can you list down the things like so a low level, simple actions. It's a high level actions. Okay, a simple, very simple actions. Okay, open browser. This is like a simple actions. Can you list down this? Okay, type or click on buttons. Right. Okay, check boxes. Right. Or so filling the forms. Right. Hello, is my voice is audible? So yeah, so some people they said like so navigating to the different screens also, right? So multiple screens, we just move from one page to another page, and so whether it's a so and also the same how the human is doing in the same way it will do. So for example, if you just click on the login button, okay, so it will wait up to the home page is coming, right? So where you are just so for example, if I click on this one, so this message is coming, right? So I'm just reading this message and click on OK. Okay. So in the same way, how the human is be interacting with the robot or laptop or computer, okay, in the same way it is mimicking the same thing. That's why it is a robotic. Robotic is mimicking the human, and process is any process which is existed in the manual stuff, and automation is like so without human. So this if anything is doing by the computer, that is called automation, right? Robotic process automation. So basically the automation is not a new thing, okay? If any process, if you want to automate, okay, so this is like so in 90s, okay, so 80s, so they are doing the automation, okay? So it's not a new term, okay? So they are just doing the automation, so they are just reducing the human efforts. So but they are writing the code, okay, lots of code, okay. They build using the Java or C++ or Python, so any language. So just noted, so many language. People automating the stuff, manual stuff, by writing the number of lines of code and spending the days and days of time, so or years of time to automate, okay. So it's like a so project to project it will differ, right? So it's like a so automation is not a new word, but so RPA is a new word, RPA. So what is a robotic process automation? So it's like a, so it has some advantages. Let us go to the advantages. Okay. I will skip. So before going to the advantages, so here I am. So many people from you know already who am I. So it's like a, so currently working as a lead software engineer, solution architect in the EPM systems Hyderabad. Almost 13 years of experience in IT. So last 5 years onwards, I'm working in. I'm just changing this is the old one. I'm just changing the. Means so last almost 5 years onwards working in the UiPath technology, and I won the two prizes. So from the UiPath, so the hackathons, and so recently last week, so they gave the award like so MVP awards. Okay, so I have a YouTube channel. From some people coming from the YouTube channel, some people know the botsDNA. So where we just saw these use cases. This is I built this website. So it's like so throughout this whole course, like so whatever the course throughout this whole course. So whatever the course we are going to cover this 30 or 30 plus days, right? So we can go to the. Is my voice is now okay? We can go to the multiple projects from this board CNA, and we'll learn the real time projects. Okay? We'll learn the real time projects. Got it? Okay, so now that is about a little bit about me, and I work these are all the companies I work. So DX Technologies, HP. Okay, so multiple things, UST Global. Now let us see here. So a robotic process. What is a RPA? So RPA will connect to the see here. So it will connect to the multiple systems. Okay, it connects to the so email. It connects to the database. Okay, say okay, SharePoint, right? Connects to the OS. So Windows OS. It connects to the web. Windows automation. So Windows automation. It reads the PDF. It reads even the scanned PDF. It reads the Excel, and it writes Excel, CSV, and text files. So many things it will do. Okay. So not only the one or two things, right? Many things. It's like a connector. Okay. So why RPA? RPA is like a so low code, no code. Basically, so you're not writing the code to automate. Okay. So earlier I told you, right? So people are writing the code to automate things with the multiple languages. Okay, so but now RPA don't write the code. Okay, so ready-madely available. So everything is ready-madely available. Okay, so for example, let's take a small use case. Anything. So let's take so what is something like a extraction process also. Let's take the extraction process of the sports shop. Sports shop, we have a this. Let me don't worry about the UI. So what you are seeing now. So I will teach you each and everything. But now let us see a small example. So the person every day coming to the okay CSV something CSV or anything. Okay, so basically, the task is like so every day. So this new stock will come. So the person has to get the product name and product code and price. So and company. So that means so what is the stock arrived from where, which location. So these things it will store. So these four columns it has to store in the Excel file. So copy paste. They are just doing right click, copy and paste in the Excel. Copy, paste in the Excel. Copy, paste in Excel. One card is done. Then go to the next card, copy paste in Excel, copy paste in Excel, copy paste in. So like that, so how much time it will take for the human, right? So it takes a lot of time. But now let us see the same task how we can do. Okay, so you can just see here. So table extraction process. Okay, so add the columns. I'm just adding, so add the columns. So it's these things are all I will teach you. Okay, just I'm here, so just understand the capability of the UiPath. Okay, capability of the RPA. Okay, so don't that means see the what is this, where to click. Don't think that way because it is a first class, right? So you just think about the what is the capability, what we can do with the RPA. So what is the specialty of the RPA, right? So just think in that way. Okay. Okay. Okay, so here confirm this is a just name is a product name and take the another one, this one. Okay, so this is like a code confirm, take the another one, price, price, take the another one, city. Okay, yeah, the just done. So okay, so I'm done with this one. So just say save and close. Okay, so now I want to okay, so what will happen? So I want to load this one into the Excel. Okay, so or CSV, just see write to CSV comma separate. CSV means comma separated values. Just copying this one and write from where, and so see here just taking the thing like a so DNA003. So that's a code for our course. Okay, so here I'm just pasting slash so uh, sports data dot csv. Yeah, let's run the bot. Run the bot. Okay, so what the bot will do? Bot will extract this one information and create a text CSV file here. So let us see whether it will create a CSV file from this project or not. See, yeah, see it's created the CSV file. How fast it is? See here. So how fast it is? It's created the CSV file with the entire data. So that much fast. So the data, everything is there. Also, I don't want this. That means so information of the slash. These things, and also you can apply. That's very easy, right? So and also, so let us see one more thing. So for example, uh, proof submission. Okay. So here we have a text, we have a images, right? We have images. Okay. Image has a text. Okay. So I want to, for example, let us, whether it's possible, let's see, manage packages, official, PDF. Yeah, let me install. Okay. So I will tell you, so what is the installation on the, okay. So why, yeah, it's installed that much fast. PDF. Okay, read PDF with OCR. Okay. See here, so the cat is basically you can copy this one, okay, right? You can copy this one, you can copy this one, you can paste here. but you can't copy, right? You can't copy the what is it? So the numbers, the PAN card numbers is. So it's a very easy here. So if we just see OCR, extract OCR. I'm just pasting this, the shift right click and copy as a path. Here I'm just giving the path of the this one, and str text, path of text. Okay, so path of text. So here, if I just run this one, what will happen? So store that one. Let us store that one into the text file. So write to text file. Okay, write to text file. What is it? What I'm just writing. So I'm just writing the output of this one. What is this one to the text file here. On the bot. So whatever you are seeing this in the image, right? So image, the data, but are so the numbers, right? So these things and all we can just extract by using the OCR technology. So UiPath OCR technology. So basically, what we are learning here is the capability of UiPath. The UiPath or RP tools has a capability to extract the text from the an image also. See here, so this is the image and this is the, so it's not that much accurate, but see here, number, right? So there's a number, okay? It's giving the number and this is giving the date. This is giving, so this is extracting the information. So let's go to the PAN card. The PAN card, here the PAN card number. Got it? So it's not that much. The remaining things are just, so it's not 100% accurate, but so somehow it is extracting the information, right? So that's what the capability is. We have to understand the capability of the RPA. So what we can do with the RPA. Okay, so that's what we are going to learn in this through the 30 days or 30 plus days, right? Okay. So see here one use case that the images, two images you are seeing, right? So 5 minutes to complete the one task. This is a human. The full effort is a doctor effort. The second task, if you see there is the robot symbol is there. So robot taken over the 80% of automation, 80% automated by the robot, and the 20% is by the manual. Okay, so that the human and bot will work together and complete the task within 1 minute. Earlier it is a 5 minutes, right? So that's what the RPA so will do. So we have two types of bots. Okay? Before going to the two types of bots, what we can do, we can see what is the advantage of the RPA. So our advantage of the RPA is like, so it works in the existing business process. That means, so now, so no need to change the business process. Like, so earlier the people are working in the Excel, let the robot is also can work in the Excel. Okay, so earlier the people are checking the mails and Outlook. So let the bot is also doing the same thing. It's like a mimicking the same kind of thing. Okay, so it works 24/7. Don't have sick leaves. Don't have a vacation. So as it's a robot, if you call the robot, okay, so then what will happen? The robots are a software robots. Okay, it's not a physical robots. Okay, software bots, basically the software bots. Okay, these are all a piece of software which is sitting on the computer, and when you run it will work what you that means, so what you ask bot to do. So that's what we ask the bot to do: read the text file and write that into the text file, right? Read the PDF, which is the PDF has images, and write it. So everything is ready-madely available. If you see here Excel, just like the Excel, so Excel activities are available, just drag and drop. Okay, so it's a very it's a, like a, so the development is speed is a very high, so you can build the robots very quickly, and you can just publish the bots very quickly. Okay, so that's what here. So if just type the mail. So these are all the mails, like, so mail activities. So for example, send Outlook mail message, just drag and drop and simply use the information. Like you are you are just using the uh, predefined and activities Okay, so you have to pass the values to the activities. Like so, if you want to send a mail, so just drag the send outlook mails message. You just tell that, so to whom you have to send, what is the subject, what is the body. That's it. If you have attachments, so add the attachments. That's it. So if you want to click, just drag the click activity and tell to the robot where to click. Understand? So if you want to type something here, uh, something like a Google. Okay, so if you want to type something, so you just drag the type into activity as it's a use application. I'm just using the use application. So which application we have to use, we have to specify, indicate on the screen. So you have multiple applications open in the taskbar, right? Okay, PDF, PPT is open, Chrome is open, Notepad is open, right? Zoom is open. So you have to tell which application I have to perform. The bot has to perform, and type into. So if you want to type the something, so you just indicate on the screen. So where to type. So whether here I have to type, here I have to type. Okay, so right. So where to type, you have to indicate. That's it. So simply indicate on the screen, and it will automatically understand. So where to type. So this it will register everything, and you have to tell. You just told that. So where to type, but again you have to tell what to type. Okay, what to type. Here I'm just telling. So whether in Kochi. Okay, so after typing, if you want to press the enter, so you have to tell this. After typing, just type the enter. Just run the bot. So no code. You didn't write any code, right? So you're just telling that use this application and type something in the text box and click enter, right? So that's what it done. That's what the bot done. Bot is done in the same way, right? So it's like you are arranging the logic. You are not writing the logic, right? You're not writing the lines and lines of code. You're arranging. That's why the RPA is much demand nowadays, because all the wherever the manual stuff is there, they are automating. They are automating. Okay, they are automated, and they are automating the multiple things. Okay, that's why. So earlier, so you saw the automation. If I say the automation, okay, so you told few things, right? So ATMs and okay. So like that, the RPA, if RPA comes, okay. So will the jobs will go? Just type. Will the jobs will go? The human jobs will go? No. Okay. The people, yeah. So the pin. So earlier the when the computer revolution comes, like computers are coming into the picture. Okay, so people afraid about what the people who are doing the manual work, paperwork up to at that time, they're afraid about their jobs. Okay, so once the computer take over my job, okay, so what I will do? Okay, so my job, I will lose my job, right? So this is a like I said, it's not correct actually. So it once the computer comes into the picture, multiple jobs it will generate, right? It's like so multiple jobs. People are concentrating on the different things. Once the ATM comes, ATM, okay, so multiple jobs come into the picture, right? So and in the same way, RPA comes. So you have a many RPA roles are there. Okay? RPA roles are there. RPA developer role, RPA support role, and so RPA test engineer and RPA so business analyst, right? RPA SCS solution architect, right? RPA infrastructure engineer, right? So many jobs are there in the so once the RPA comes, okay. So but actually the people who are just still doing the same kind of manual, mundane, repetitive tasks, so they have to change their things to the advanced things, like so concentrate on the better level, right? Better level. Okay. So likewise, so let us see here. So it works 25/7 and minimal errors and more accurate. So okay, so this gives the accurate results, right? So more accurate results. So minimal errors. So even though the person is doing the same kind of work 10 years onwards, okay, there might be chances of mistake, do the mistake. Okay? And so, but as a bot, it will not do the mistake. Works in the unstructured data. So it is interacting with the files. So unstructured data means just now we saw this is unstructured data. Okay. Is it the structured data? The structured data means the text, the this is a structured data. If you see, this is a structured data. Any data, if you fit this one into the rows and columns, that is called structured data. You have a row number, you have a column name, right? So this is the structured data. But actually, so what is this? This is not structured data. This is a what is that? So unstructured data. So it will work with the unstructured data with the OCR. Just now we saw. Okay, so we just extracted the information from the images. So no code is required. So that means so you have to concentrate on the UiPath tool itself, understand toward this whole day. So you have to understand so what activities we have to use, where we have to use, how we have to use, right? So the type into visa, what activity we have to use to do this kind of work. If they say like so, you have to open the an HDFC web page and you have to type the username, you have to type the password. Okay, fine. To do this task, what activities we have to use? We can use a type into to type the text box, right? In the text box, right? So how to use? You have to indicate on the screen. That's what we indicated in the screen. So it's Google, right? So we indicated on the screen. So this one, the type in, right? So indicate on the screen. That means how to do. You indicate and you just type what you want to type, right? So this is what we are going to learn in this throughout these days. Okay, so that's what no coding is required. So if you have already the coding background, that is a plus, but not, it's not mandatory you just go and learn the coding and then come to the RPA and learn. Okay, so this is not mandatory, it's not prerequisites. Okay, so only the interest, so and the practice you need to become an RPA developer. This whole course, 30 days course, is to make, so I will make you as a RP developer. Okay, that's what my that means. So this is a job role. You are just learning. That means so you are making the bots. You will make the bots. You will build the bots. You will publish the bots. Right. That's what we are going to learn. So that are the activities which we are seeing here. Right. So these are all the things we will learn. Okay. For example, if you want to create a something like a and folder, right? So, and folder. So hello, okay. So otherwise, so here itself, you want to create a folder. You want to create a folder, right? Folders. How can you create a folders, right? So if you want to create a folder, so you have a create folder. Just drag and drop and give the path. That's it. So hello, I just put the hello folder. Run the bot, you will see the a folder called hello in this folder. Okay. Okay, so run the bot. The bot is running, and you can see the folder called hello here. So I want to run. I want to create a multiple folders. So repeat number of times. So I want to create a something like a let us create a 100 folders or 500 folders. 500 folders. So how much time it will take to create a 500 folders, right? So this is like a so see here. So current item. So current item. Okay, so this is a dot toString. So very simple, right? See here. So if I run, so the bot will create a 500 folders here. Okay. So as a human, how much time it is my or is not start. See how many folders it is created? How many folders? So how much time it took? Just type in the chat window. How much time it took to create a 500 folders? Roughly. Just ping in the chat window. Roughly 30 minutes. Someone is saying 30 minutes. A few seconds. You see here, 2 seconds. Okay, it has started. This one. See here. So 19 hours, 11 minutes, 59 it is started, and 12. So what is the less than 1 second? See here, less than 1 second. It's not like a 5 to 10 minutes. So it's a 5 to 10 minutes for the humans. So I'm just asking for the robot. A robot, how much time it took? So it's like a, so it's a, yeah, that means, yeah, correct. So non, okay, so seconds. Okay, it's a nanoseconds. Okay, perfect. Okay. It's a milliseconds. Understand? So that's what the capability we have to understand. So the capability we have to understand, so that we can use the RPA. So let's go to here and save the FTE, save the time, save the money, right? So what it will say, FTE means full-time employee. So it will save. So currently, to do this process, 100 employees are doing this process. So let us replace the 100 employees with the 2 or 3 bots. Okay, because the bots will work 24/7. Okay, no sick leaves. Okay, and also it is a faster than the human, right? So all the 100 employees, let them concentrate in the other any better work. Okay, so that's what you have a capability. You have to utilize that capability to reduce the time, save the time, right? So earlier, so to process the uh, uh, one record or one invoice. Okay, so it takes a lot of time, but it is reduced now. Okay, that's what we initially talked about. The transferring the money from one person to another person takes a lot of time. It's automated now. Okay, introduced multiple I mean tools, phone pay or Google Pay or any other transfer money tools, right? It saves time, human time. Okay, yeah, it saves money also. So the money in the sense, so instead of spending a salary for the 100 employees, you can purchase the 5 robots. The bots will work the same work, right? So it's reducing the cost, okay, for the company. So ROI, return on investment. So whatever they invested for the robots, so they will get the returns in very less time. And speed compared to the human bot is very much speed. These are all advantages. Do you understand? So are you following? Just type yes. Just type yes or no. Are you following? So do you understand up to here? Okay. So then let us go to the next screen. Okay. You have two types of bots. One is the unattended bot, another one is the attended bot. Basically here, what is a bot? The bot is like, so whatever you are doing with the RPA, that is called bots. So why people call it the bots? Because this like so instead of robots. So if you just say robot, I'm building the robot. Okay, so if I say I'm building the robot, okay, you feel that so it's a physical robot. It has the emissions, it has electronic components, right? So it has lights, the motors. So that is the called robot. Okay, so in your mind, it will come as a robot, physical robot. That's why, so to differentiate with the physical robot and virtual robots, we're calling as a bots. So if it's a bot, it is a software bot, software a program which sits in the computer and do the same thing how you're doing. Okay, got it. So that's why it is called as a bots. So the bots basically is how many number of bots you build. So like that they will call. Okay. So the bot is it's like a person. So it's like a one software robot will work. So exactly the same like a human. Okay. So there is an unattended bot means this will work without human involvement. You're giving the task to the bot will schedule, bot is a scheduled one. Yeah, okay, the bot will just for example, you just say so every day morning 5 o'clock you wake up and check the mails. If the mails comes as a subject contains the something like a process or invoice. Okay, so pick the mails and download the attachments and keep it in the folder. Right. So I done one bot like so I will tell you. So it's an insurance bot. Okay. Insurance policies, right? Insurance policies. people will send their documents into the WhatsApp. The bot will monitor the WhatsApp continuously, and whenever the web WhatsApp contains a new message, then it will go to the message and download the attachments which they uploaded, right? They send to the through WhatsApp, and it will just extract the information like so what is the policy number, how much they have to pay, everything, and it will create a folder for that particular policy if it is not there, and download all the attachments to that particular folder. It's like so the completely the bot is doing based on the schedules so every 1 hour or every day morning or every day evening, whatever based on the schedule. So there's no human involvement is not there. That's why it's a unattended human attendance is not required. That's called the first bot called unattended bot. Means it will work in the schedules. Okay, so attended bot in the sense is human will triggers whenever they want. That means human and bot will work together and to complete the process. For example, process is like this process involves multiple steps: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the first two tasks is done by the robot. The third task is done by the human. Okay, the 4 and 5 is by the bot. Like so, it's like a human in loop in the sense of human. So sometimes for example, let us say one computer operator or front end operator. Okay, so otherwise just take the IT desk. So where they just so okay, they just in the company there is a IT desk is there, right? So where if you have any issue with your laptop, you just go to the IT desk and they will just resolve the issues. Let us see. So the IT desk is not doing the same work for all the employees, right? Otherwise, let's take a generic example. Okay, generic example in the sense, let's check the PAN card office. Okay. So you go to the PAN card office, all the people are not coming to apply the PAN card. Okay, am I correct? All the customers are not coming to the PAN card office to apply the PAN card. Some people coming for the apply new PAN card. Some people they are coming for the verify whether the PAN card status are okay approved or not. So some people coming from the modify the details within the PAN card, right? So there is a multiple ways. So multiple right. So the PAN card operators, what they will do, so they will just trigger the bots based on the customer needs. That means who are triggering the bot? So first one is a triggered by automatically based on the schedule, right? That's unattended. But second one is a attended bot. It's like a human will trigger whenever they want. Human will just assign the task to the robot whenever they want. That is an attended bot. Okay. So it's like so combination. So human judgment is required, human involvement is required. So in the attended, so human attendance is required. That's called attended bot. So do you understand the difference between the attended and unattended bot? You understand? Okay, so do you get it? So we'll stop here. So we'll just continue this one from tomorrow onwards. Okay. So yeah, first of all, let me